What are the concepts? We'll try to cover it in very brief. The first thing is trigonometry. So trigonometry, because the word trigno or tri is involved. So we are talking about a triangle, and specifically we'll talk about a right angled triangle. So one angle will be 90 degrees. Now when we say trigno or tri with metry, this metry is measurement. So trigno or triangle, three sides, three angle, and the measurements involved with this. That is why we have trigonometry. Now why we call this trigonometric functions? What is a function? Function is for any value of x, you will get a unique value of y. That is, if these two are, actually function is a relation. So when you have a relation like this, say this is x1, x2, and for x1 you get y1, and for x2 also you get y1. So this is not a function. But for x1 you get y1 and for x2 you get y2, then it is a function. So you cannot have a common value for two inputs. That is, you have to have a unique value for every input. Now fortunately we have sine theta. This is a trigonometric function. And why it is called a function? Because this sine theta gives you exactly that. That is, it follows the definition of a function. First of all, let me tell you that this sine theta is not sine into theta. This is sine of angle theta. And what is this theta? See, this is the angle theta we are talking about. This is the angle theta. Theta can vary from 0 to 360 degree. And it can go up to that. But I'm talking about a point, it can go from 0 to 360 and it can go up. So around will give you this 360. Now this 0 to 360 or any angle can be represented in degree. So if I am representing say 90 degree, it is in degree. But if I have to represent it in radian, I have to multiply it by pi by 180. So this will be pi by 2. So pi by 2 and 90 degree, they are same. So let me tell you first about the functions we have. Function is sine, cos, tan. So how do you define this sine, cos, tan? Sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. Now in our school days, we used to learn like this. Pandit Badri Prasad, her bone. Now you can use any of the method to learn, to remember it. I'm just giving you an idea. Here, this sine theta is, see, this is the 90 degree angle. So the side opposite to this 90 degree is the hypotenuse, is called the hypotenuse. If this is the base or this is a table and this triangle is placed, this is called the base. And the opposite side of, or you can say the other arm of this triangle will be the perpendicular. So sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. This is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. This cos theta is base upon hypotenuse. And these are the, measure. So these are the length of these sides. Tan theta is the length of perpendicular by the length of the base. That is P by B. Now we have, along with this sine, cos, tan, we have this cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. These are also functions. So cosec theta is what? Just inverted, reciprocal of P by H. That is H by P. Here it will be H by B, and here it will be B by P. So if you multiply sine and cosec, you will get 1 because they are reciprocal. P by H into H by P is 1. So these are the basic trigonometric functions: sine, cos, tan, and cosec, sec, cot. They are also called as the trigonometric identities. So what are trigonometric identities? We need to understand there are three fundamental trigonometric identities that we are going to use, and that will be used immensely in solving the problems. First is sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. So sine theta whole square is equal to sine square theta. So we can write they are same. Sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. If you want to prove it, you can just write sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse and cos theta is base upon hypotenuse, and then take the triangle. You will see that this is in fact will be equal to 1. Then the second one is 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. This is the second one. And the third one, which will be used immensely, is 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. This is the third one. So these are the fundamental trigonometric identities that we are going to use to solve various problems, and this is trigonometric functions being used. Sine, cos, tan, or these are all the trigonometric functions. Now, very important thing comes while dealing with the trigonometric functions is the sign. Is the sign negative or positive? Positive. Of signs of trigonometric ratios or functions. So how do I define this? Now here is a very easy method to learn this. how to know the sign of trigonometric ratios of function. So just make, this is a Cartesian coordinate system. These are 4 coordinate. First quadrant is quadrant. So quad means 4. So we are dividing this into 4 parts. First part, second part, the third part, and the fourth part. These are the 4 parts. Now from here to here it is 90 degree. From here to here it will be 90 plus 90, 180 degree. From here to here 90 plus 90 plus 90, 270 degree. And again back, that is 360 degree. So this is 0 degree, representing 0 degree. This is representing 90 degree. This is representing 180 degree. And this is representing 270 degree. So these are in degree. If you want to convert or change it into radian, this will be 0. This will be pi by 2. This will be 2 pi, and this will be 3 pi by 2. Now here, what will be the sign? Please understand, you have to just remember one sentence, that is, all school to college. Now the first letter here will tell you that A, all sine, cos, tan and their reciprocals, all are positive here. All are positive here. Coming here, S, sine is only positive here. So sine is positive. And what is the reciprocal of sine? It is cosec. So only sine and cosec are positive. Coming here, it is 2, tan. Only tan and reciprocal, that is cot, is positive here. Otherwise, others, like if you take cos, sine or anything else, that is going to be negative here. Tan and cot will be positive. Coming here, fourth quadrant, C, cos will be positive and sec will be positive. Others are all negative, right? So this is the sign of trigonometric ratios or functions. So we have divided into 4 quadrants and divided into 4 quadrants such that we have the sign like this. Now let me tell you that this sine theta, it is a function. How do we say that it is a function? We defined it. But now whenever we have function, every function has a domain and a range. That is, what value can you put in this theta is the domain, and what value this sine theta can give is the range. So all the values can be put here, any value can be put here. So the domain is simply the real number. And what is the range? Sine theta only gives value from -1 to 1, though both inclusive. Similarly, cos theta also gives you value from -1 to 1. So sine theta, cos theta, all these have ranges as -1 to 1. And this -1 to 1, these are the range. And when we say sine of, say, 30 degree, you will get some value. You know the value, right? So let me tell you that sine 0 is 0 and sine 90, that is pi by 2, is 1. Sine 0 is 0, sine pi by 2 is 1. Now it is very easy, because we have already learned in the previous class to find out the value of 0 degree, 0 and 30 and 45 and 60 and 90. What about these values? We very well know. If I say tan 45, you will certainly will be saying that it is 1. Okay. If I say 10 of any other value, you are going to tell it's quite easy, right? Because the sine 45 and cos 45, they are 1 by root 2. All these are known. But when we come to these trigonometric functions, we have to deal with allied angles. What are these allied angles? These are angles which are plus 90, plus 180, plus 360 and minus of this, like 90 plus minus theta, this is an allied angle. 180 plus minus theta is an allied angle. 360 plus minus theta is the allied angle, right? So how to find out the value and the sign of allied angle? I will take an example. Just take an example. Say somebody told you that you have to find out, say, 210 degree of say cos 210 degree, right? So what you will do, this is an allied angle. So what you will do, cos 180 plus 30 you will write. Okay, cos 180 plus 30. So before that, let me tell you that for 0, for 2 pi, again you come back, it will be 3 pi, again you go back, it is 4 pi. So this 0 on this line x-axis, when you have n pi, whenever you have n pi, then the cos will not change into sine. That is no conversion. When you have this y-axis, that is, this is pi by 2, this is 3 pi by 2, that is, you have n1, this is 1 pi by 2, this is 3 pi by 2, so actually it is odd value of pi by 2. So whenever you have this as odd value of pi by 2, the conversion will take place. I'll tell you how. Cos 180 plus 30 degree. So cos 180 plus 30 degree is here, 210 degree is here. Now here only tan and cot are positive, so cos will be negative. First thing comes here is cos will definitely be negative here. Now second thing is, now just see, this is 180, that is, we are talking about 2 pi. And as I said, when we have n pi, then the value that is, it is not going to change. Cos will not going to be changed. So that cos will remain as cos. So what are you going to write? You have got the negative because of the quadrant. You have got this cos as cos because of this n pi, and now you will write just this 30. So find the value of cos 30, put a negative, this is the value. You know the cos 30? Okay. Now, let me tell you again. Sine, say 90 minus theta. Or let me take sine 90 plus theta. Sine 90 plus theta. So I have to find out value of sine, say 120 degree. So we'll use this logic. Sine 120 can be written as sine 90 plus 30 degree. Okay, sine 90 plus 30 degree. Now sine 90 plus 30 degree, that means first of all, this 90 plus 30 will be here, 120 degree. Sine is positive here, others are negative, so it will be positive. First thing is clear. Second thing, this is 90, that is, this is pi by 2. So when we have 2n plus 1 pi by 2 kind of thing here, sine will change into cos. Okay, because of sine being in this quadrant, it will be positive. Because sine has here pi by 2, 2n plus 1 pi by 2, it is going to be changed, converted into cos, and then you just have to write this 30. You don't have to worry about 90 minus 30 or 90 plus 30. You have to write just this one, cos 30, and you know the value of cos 30, right? Here one was cos 30, this value you can easily put, and now this is how the things are done here. I hope you got the idea. Now, because of the sine, we have seen that this sine theta varies from 0 to 1 in first quadrant. In second quadrant, it varies from 1 to 0. Sine theta varies in third quadrant from 0 to minus 1. Fourth quadrant, it varies from minus 1 to 0. So all these trigonometric functions will vary like this. Two things are remaining. First is periodic function. So sine theta is what? Sine theta, sine 0 is 0. Sine pi by 2 is 1. Sine pi is again 0. So if I want to make a graph, it will be something like this. Okay, this is pi, this is 3 pi by 2, this is 2 pi, like this. So now if you see, there is a pattern, it is repeating. When a function, it is a sinusoidal wave, when it is repeating, then we call it as a periodic function. So the definition is, when we have f x plus t, that is for this time period, it runs and again becomes fx. That means it is a periodic function. For example, if you say sine and you have pi, or say 2 pi plus theta, it will be sine theta. The value remain the same. So we will have a general function like this, sine 2n pi plus theta will be always sine theta. So this sine theta is a periodic function. Similarly for the cos one, cos is also, cos will be something like this. It will be something like this. So it is also repeating after 2n pi, so 2n pi plus theta. So these are periodic functions. Tan, sine and cos repeat after 2 pi, and tan and cot, they repeat after pi. They repeat after pi. One more thing is there which is even and odd functions. So what are these even and odd functions? Say if you have fx and you put a minus x here and you ultimately get fx, this is an even function. if you put f minus x, that means you put minus in all the place of x, and if you get minus fx, that is the function is there, but you get a minus sign in front of this, this will be an odd function. I'll tell you how. This sine minus theta is minus sine theta, so it is an odd function. But cos minus theta is plus cos theta, so this is an even function. So this is the just basic idea of trigonometric function which we are going to use in solving the problems.